Welcome back to Conservify Now. I'm your host Ashok, and today we're diving into a topic that affects every single one of us, recycling. We've all been told to reduce, reuse, and recycle, but are we doing it right? Or are we unknowingly contributing to the problem? In this episode, we'll uncover the myths, reveal the realities, and share practical tips to recycle effectively. Let's get started. Recycling seems simple, right? Toss your plastic, paper, and glass into the blue bin, and it magically gets turned into something new. But the truth is, recycling is far more complicated than most of us realize. Let's break down some common myths. Myth #1. All plastic is recyclable. Reality: only certain types of plastic can be recycled, and even then, it depends on your local recycling facility. For example, plastic bags and styrofoam often end up in landfills because they can't be processed in most recycling systems. Myth #2. If it has a recycling symbol, it's recyclable. Reality: the chasing arrow symbol doesn't always mean an item is recyclable. It simply indicates the type of plastic. Always check your local guidelines to know what's accepted. And myth #3. Recycling is the ultimate solution to waste. Reality: while recycling is important, it's not a cure-all. Reducing our consumption and reusing items are far more effective ways to minimize waste. Recycling should be our last resort, not our first. So, what's really happening to our recyclables? Unfortunately, a lot of it ends up in landfills due to contamination. When non-recyclable items are mixed in, entire batches can be rendered useless. Contamination is a huge issue. Things like food residue, greasy pizza boxes, and improperly cleaned containers can ruin otherwise recyclable materials. That's why it's so important to clean your recyclables before tossing them in the bin. Another reality: not all recycling is created equal. Some materials like aluminum and glass can be recycled indefinitely without losing quality. But plastic, it degrades each time it's recycled, and only a small percentage actually gets turned into new products. Now that we know the challenges, let's talk about how to recycle effectively. Here are some simple tips to make sure your efforts count. Tip #1. Clean your recyclables. Rinse out jars, bottles, and containers to remove food residue. This helps prevent contamination. Tip #2. Know your local guidelines. Recycling rules vary by location, so take a few minutes to research what's accepted in your area. Tip #3. Reduce and reuse first. Before recycling, ask yourself if you can reduce your consumption or reuse the item. Remember, recycling should be the last step in the waste hierarchy. And finally, tip #4. Avoid wish cycling. Don't toss questionable items into the bin hoping they'll get recycled. When in doubt, throw it out. Or better yet, find a specialized recycling program for items like electronics, batteries, and textiles. The good news? Innovations in recycling are on the rise. From chemical recycling, which breaks down plastics at the molecular level, to AI-powered sorting machines that improve efficiency, the future of recycling is looking brighter. But technology alone won't solve the problem. It's up to all of us to take responsibility for our waste and make smarter choices every day. Recycling isn't perfect, but it's still an important part of the solution. By understanding the myths, facing the realities, and taking action, we can all do our part to create a cleaner, greener future. Thanks for watching this episode of Conservify Now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on living sustainably. Until next time, keep conserving. Jai Bharat.